Hello, everybody. I honestly can't believe we're starting year 5 of Measure of Music. For those who don't know, I'm Christina Osazuwa. I'm the founder of Measure of Music. If you had asked me 4 years ago if we would have a year 5, I probably would have asked if when I was able to get my third COVID shot so I could leave my house. So I'm just as surprised as you are that we're here with over 2,000 other registrations from 67 countries. And hello to everybody in the chat. It's great to see you all. I'm so excited to have you all here today. I'm not going to make this intro super long because we have a lot of programming to get through today. So I'll give you the basics. I believe in your ability to figure it all out. And you've already made it this far, so great job. So to start off, which is really important because DEI is still very important here, you could turn on closed captions for the conference by turning on your browser's closed captioning. We'll drop a link in the comments and put up on the screen. So if you need it, you can get that. So if you don't know what we're doing here, welcome. Here's a recap. So Measure of Music is a music tech and data conference and hackathon that happens annually. We kick off each year with a tech-heavy day where you hear from our amazing music tech sponsors about their platforms that are ubiquitous in the music industry. I actually use most of these tools every day when I was at major label, and I still use many of them regularly when I'm working directly with artists now. This is the day a lot of people get a bit overwhelmed with the tech, but I promise it's all interesting, it's all important, and it's absolutely applicable to the real world. Plus, after you check out all these awesome platforms, we'll also have some really cool panels today. We have one about data-driven A&R and one about pop culture and data. Fun fact about today, 2 speakers are former Measure of Music Hackathon participants, which I'm really, really proud of. So that's really exciting, and hopefully it's a little bit of motivation for our hackathon participants. And speaking of hackathon, that's also happening. So approximately 100 people are going to be frantically working in the background throughout all of the weekend to put together a music data related project in about 48 hours. A big shout out to those that are participating in person. Our in-person location sponsors are Abbey Road Institute in London, and some of the people got to go do an Abbey Road Studios tour today, which I'm very jealous of. And then the other in-person location sponsor is Berklee College of Music in Boston. So our hackathon participants are going to be presenting those projects on Sunday to close out the year, and it's our most watched session by far of the conference, so make sure you tune in for that. Those that are participating in the hackathon will have a Q&A session at the end of the programming for the day, so you have an opportunity to meet your mentors after the programming wraps up in a private session without all these lovely spectators. Those that aren't participating in the hackathon, after we wrap up programming for the day, you'll have the option to join in our first speed networking session of 2025. We'll kick off again on Saturday with even more networking options with our networking expo, so you can meet artists and companies looking to hire our career fair. You can check out our sponsors and you can see how they can help your business or help you as an artist. And then you can check out some amazing music communities that are nonprofits and organizations that are focused on growth and development. And you can join in with them and hear about the opportunities that they offer to their members. Tomorrow we'll also have star pitches and analytics deep dive on Saturday if you want to keep being nerdy and don't feel like networking. But other than that, we'll also have talks, panels, and 2 keynotes and more speed networking. And then on Sunday, we'll kick off with speed networking again, followed by more talks, more panels, and I'm keynoting for the first time to commemorate 5 years. Then, of course, we'll have our hackathon presentations. The winners will be announced, and then we'll have a fun networking after party to celebrate the whole weekend. Okay, so that's what's going on. Here's how you take part in it all. So you've already made it this far, so great job. All the talks, panels, and keynotes will take place right here where you are. You'll go through each session and you'll see it on the platform when the next talk is, basically. We'll have 5 to 10 minute breaks built in, not after every session, but after a few sessions, so you can stretch your legs, etc. Use the comments box, but it looks like everyone's figured that bit out already, so that's great. Our speakers can see it, and it's really motivating for them to see you and see you ask your questions, so please do. I'm wrapping up housekeeping now, so just one last thing. Let's see. Networking, including the career fair, networking expo will take place on a platform called AirMeet. You'll register once, and then you'll be able to log in for the full weekend to network. The hackathon presentation is going to be streamed live on YouTube, so you can share that far and wide. Participants, our Q&A sessions will be on Zoom. You'll see the link in Slack for you and in Hey Summit. And that's pretty much everything you need to know. So the last thing you need to know for now is a big thanks to our sponsors. We couldn't do this without you. Measure Music is supported by Chartmetric, Jump Global, the Roster Group, Songkick, The Orchard, Luminate, BandLab, Offstep, Abbey Road Red, and Audoo, who you're actually going to be hearing from now. Without further ado, I want to welcome Hash to talk about why performance data is important to a fair music industry. Hash, welcome to Measure of Music.
Thank you so much, Christine. It's great to be here.
It's great to see you. I will let you take the stage. Go for it.
Thank you very much. Now, it's a short session, so I won't be giving you death by PowerPoint. Firstly, good morning, afternoon, evening to wherever you are in the world. Such a diverse turnout. I absolutely love it. Thank you, Christine, for the intro. We've been watching Measure of Music for a couple of years now. Been really impressed. I've been egging on my company, Audoo, to get involved in some way and by sponsoring with data. And here we are, we made it. So before I get on to talking a bit more about the data, let me backtrack and give you a bit of context to who Audoo is and why we exist, what challenge we're trying to address in the industry. And that should help you to understand a bit more about the data that we're providing participants over the weekend. So my name's Hash Riaz. I'm head of product at Audoo. Audoo is a music tech company based in London, and our core mission is to support songwriters, writers, artists, rights holders to be compensated when their music is being played in commercial premises and public spaces. And to understand why we exist, you're going to have to understand a little bit about public performance, that sector. So I'm not going to give you the full overview, but I'm just going to give you the whistle-stop tour. So if you are a commercial premises like a retail shop, a gym, a live music venue, a nightclub, an office where you work with your colleagues, if you want to play recorded music and commercially release music in your establishment, you must obtain a license to do so. And I think that's fair. If you're using musicians and other people's art to add value to your business or to your customers or to your workforce, then they should be fairly compensated for the music and the art that they create, right? And therein stands a long-serving challenge in the industry, which is, how do you know what's being played by all of these commercial establishments and premises around the world within one territory? And that's incredibly important, because all of those licenses that premises obtain, all of those license fees are put into a pot, and that pot is allocated and distributed to writers, artists, and rights holders. So it's incredibly important to understand who's playing what music and when in order to distribute royalties accurately. And that's where Audoo comes in. So we came about to try and address this problem in the industry. And to do that, we built this, which is a really cute little device, super simple plug-in device with built-in cellular connectivity. And we can send these out to premises all over the world. They plug it in, they forget about it, and we're able to capture a digital playlist of what's being played at that location. And then after some metadata cleansing and some metadata enrichment, we're able to send those reports securely to our partners, who are typically performing rights organizations. They're the organizations that issue the licenses and collect all the license fees and distribute. So we are able to do the heavy lifting and capture all of the data efficiently and in a scalable way. And then we can enrich that data and pass it on to the organizations and support them to inform more accurate public performance royalty distributions. So that's what we are. We're laser focused on that. We started with background music in the restaurants and the pubs and the gyms, really interesting sectors. And then we branched off into electronic music performances, so DJ recognition, nightclubs, festivals, and now a really exciting time where we're branching off into live music recognition. And so we were testing a lot at festivals last year, and it's going well. So our mission is that whether it's a business with background music or it's a festival or a nightclub or a venue, we're able to capture that data accurately and efficiently and then pass that on to the organizations to hopefully in turn distribute royalties more accurately and fairly. So that's what we're about. That's what I love about Audoo and the mission. And the reason that we're here today is because we are providing some real world data, some actual real world data, heavily anonymized. And there's some absolutely hilarious premises names in there. So, you know, thanks to Will and our team. So you need to go in there and have a look at some of the names that we've come out with. But just to emphasize, the data that you'll be seeing and working with is from real premises around the world, from 4 different territories, spanning 3 different continents. And we've thrown in a lot of different premises types in there as well. So gyms, retail shops, pubs, other things like that. And as well as providing the core play data, we've given you some fun contextual data like genre and weather conditions and premises type, industry sector, geographical location data. And all of that is for you to explore and to play with. And just to finish up, although supporting accurate royalty distributions is kind of our core, and we're focused, laser focused on that, for me and the company with a background in the music industry, I am so confident that the data is more powerful beyond distribution alone or supporting distribution alone. It can help music marketers to understand where music's playing for campaigns, for touring, brand activations, if you know what sectors are playing your music. And we're only just scratching the surface. So we're data geeks, and we like to cut and slice the data for insights internally and for our partners. But we're really excited to put it into your hands for the weekends and to see how you approach the data, what lens you look at the data with, and see if you can pull out something interesting, storytelling-wise, insightful-wise, to kind of show us something we didn't know.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Hash. We really appreciate you sponsoring our participants. You're going to have access to all of that data. I'll talk to you at the end about how you get access to everything. And there's going to be mentors from Audoo online to help you out as well. It's going to be really excellent. I'm really excited to see what you guys do with it all. Thank you so much, Hash. See you tomorrow for the networking expo.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Be there.
Awesome. I'll see you guys later. Everyone else watching, we're headed over to the next session. So I'll see you there.